The Indiana State Department of Health is currently investigating 50 vaping-related cases. 17 vaping-related illnesses have been confirmed and one vaping-related death. Wish TV CR Hignite joins us on how this is affecting the vaping industry right here in Indianapolis. Imagine having a huge difference here.
It absolutely is. And, you know, these numbers, they're certainly alarming, and local vape shops say it's also raising some questions. The number one question being, where are the people who are coming down with these vape-related illnesses, buying their products, and what is in them? Frustration doesn't even begin to describe the feelings of Indy Vapor General Manager Jamie Rakes.
What's happening now, our industry is being attacked for something that's happened on the black market. It doesn't really have anything to do with what we sell on a daily basis to people that want to quit smoking cigarettes.
The products at Indy Vapor Shop have a list of the ingredients that are inside the e-liquid, something she says is important to both the store and its customers.
So we're not buying e-liquids, you know, that's made in someone's bathtub or, you know, kitchen sink. They're legitimate liquids in very nice ISO facilities, and they're very safe.
News of the number of vaping-related illnesses has sorely affected business for these shops.
Yeah, actually, I was concerned. I've actually had some friends that kind of told me about it, and I looked more into it.
We've lost at least 50% of our business right now due to the scare on e-liquids, flavored e-liquids and everything.
Rakes says the ingredients that are used in black market e-liquids and THC cartridges have a lot to do with the illnesses that are popping up. She worries bans on e-liquids and vape products is only going to make the issue worse.
I think it's going to create a huge black market. It's going to be even worse than it currently is.
Some people who vape say they wouldn't mind better regulation, but they prefer regulation that wouldn't put them out of business and would allow stores and customers to ensure the products they're selling are safe.
If they were to, I guess, just break everything down in terms of what's actually in it, as far as the ingredients made with the vape, would probably help people a little bit better. It's kind of like going to the grocery store, seeing what you're buying, right?
Just yesterday, Massachusetts ordered a 4-month ban on the sale of all vaping products, and other states have banned flavored e-liquids. Here in Indiana, Governor Eric Holcomb issued a statement in regards to flavored e-liquids that read in part, "We're taking a very deep dive in this. We're at war with addiction in general, so I don't want to leave any stone unturned that's going to work. I want to be productive, not counterproductive." Reporting, I'm Sierra Hignite, Wish TV News 8.